sometimes it kind of forces you to grow a little bit quicker. But for
Right.
me, I felt myself growing in certain areas, but when it came to things like emotional intelligence, it kind of took me a while to get there. Um,
Mhm.
and part of it is because I honestly didn't even deal with my own trauma until I was in my 30s, and that can really set you back in your emotional intelligence level as well when you're constantly fighting through your own things and not navigating through them. Emotional intelligence is not necessarily at the forefront of your mind, and then when that's not at the forefront of your mind, it's not the forefront of your parenting. It's not what you're trying to teach your children because it's not what you're focused on. Um, and so really, it wasn't really until I started studying for psychology
Mhm.
that I was like, oh my gosh, like you have this kind of newfound information. You're like, things make so much sense now. Like
I
you,
find that most of my clients are parents,
mhm.
and they might be struggling with an aspect within themselves that they want to kind of strengthen and shift. Sometimes there'll be a component where the parent is trying to help the child, build resilience, move through challenge, kind of help optimize the child. So it
Yeah,
really depends, but a lot of the work these days centers with the parents.
that's interesting. I was just curious because I feel like a lot, as parents, we often draw in other parents, kind of, or other parents are kind of drawn to us. Like once you find out someone is a parent, like that's kind of
Mhm.
what you want to talk about.
Right. I know.
Um, let's talk about, well, first of all, one thing you mentioned was emotional intelligence. And that's something that, like I said, I've been a parent for 25 years, and maybe the last 5+ years, I've really been trying to focus on emotional intelligence, and that, is not as long as I should have been doing it. But becoming a mother at 14, you kind of don't really grow as quickly as you should as a parent sometimes.